In the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah lived very, very wicked and unrighteous men. They were greedy, filthy, proud, and violent. They would not stretch out their arms to give to the poor, nor did they welcome travelers. Filled with violent men, Sodom was extremely hostile to all visitors and pilgrims. Anyone who came out alive would testify that Sodom was not a city of normal human beings. Near the plains of Sodom lived a righteous man named Abraham. One day, 3 men appeared to him. Abraham ran to them and offered to prepare a meal. He asked his wife to help, and he also prepared a calf and set it before them. One of the men then told Abraham that his wife would give birth to a son within a year. When Sarah heard this, she laughed to herself, for she was beyond the age of conceiving. But the man asked, "Is anything too hard for the Lord?" She denied that she had laughed, but the man said, "No, you did laugh." As the men set their eyes toward Sodom, one of them said, "Shall I hide from Abraham what I am about to do? Since Abraham will surely become a great and powerful nation." The other 2 men, who were actually angels in disguise, continued on toward Sodom. Then the Lord told Abraham that he had come to see if the sins of Sodom and Gomorrah were as great as the outcry that had reached him. Abraham pleaded with the Lord, saying, "Will you sweep away the righteous with the wicked?" He asked if the city would be spared for the sake of 50 righteous people. And the Lord said, "If I find 50 righteous people, I will spare the city." Then Abraham continued to plead, "What if there are 40, 30, 20, even 10? And the Lord said, "If I find 10 righteous people in the city, I will not destroy it for their sake." Meanwhile, in the cities, the people sacrificed to idols. They killed, lusted after one another, abused others, boasted proudly, and were merciless. Lot, Abraham's nephew, was sitting at the gate of Sodom when he saw the 2 angels arrive. He begged them to stay under his roof for the night, and they agreed. But before they could lie down to sleep, the men of Sodom spread word that 2 strangers had entered the city. They surrounded Lot's house, demanding that the men be brought out so they could abuse them. Lot pleaded with them not to harm his guests. Instead, he offered his 2 virgin daughters, saying they could do as they pleased with them, but not to touch the men under his roof. The men grew furious, saying, "This man came here as a foreigner, and now he wants to judge us." They threatened to do worse to Lot than to the visitors. Then the 2 angels pulled Lot back inside, shut the door, and struck the men outside with blindness, so they could not find the entrance. At dawn, the angels urged Lot to take his family and flee, for the Lord was about to destroy the city. Lot warned his sons-in-law, but they thought he was joking. As Lot hesitated, the angels seized his hand and the hands of his wife and 2 daughters, and led them out of the city, telling them, "Run for your lives. Don't look back." But Lot's wife looked back, and she was turned into a pillar of salt. Then Abraham rose early and went to the place where he had stood before the Lord. He looked down towards Sodom and Gomorrah, and saw dense smoke rising from the land, like smoke from a furnace.